opportunity laden for Matt Bourne. Springer hits one high in the air to center. This time Tocci won't have to move too far. Right there to haul in out number 2.
Good job bouncing back from a 3-0 count for Matt Bourne to get the second out of the inning, and Carlos Tocci, his first put out of his major league career. Just chewing that gum a little bit fast, maybe some nerves.
He's working it over pretty good. That's why they have those huge buckets of gum down there. That thing's going to be useless by the time he gets back into the dugout.
We'll take a look at it one more time. This is from last night. Delino DeShields, a swing against that fastball from Joe Smith. He foul tipped it, and he immediately reacted as if something was wrong. You'll see it from the side, and there was no contact. I mean, there was with the ball, but nothing where he hit his hand on anything or the ball hit him. He just felt it, and Kevin Harmon checked it out last night, head trainer with the Texas Rangers, and stayed in the game. Still bothering him today, and they came to the conclusion that he fractured that hamate bone.
Yeah, quite a bit of swelling apparently last night. And then the MRI this morning. So now Carlos Tocci.
This is the story that lasts a lifetime. Right here. First big league at bat. Never forget it. Always talk about it. Prefer, of course, that it ends in a positive way.
1-1. Tocci, a Rule 5 selection for the Rangers, which means he has to be on the 25-man roster all year. One-two pitch.
So you remember you and I were talking about the Rule 5 draft, and we were saying, you know, it's $50,000. They should probably bump that up. They did bump it up. I forgot about that. It's actually $100,000 to claim a player from somebody else's organization who's not protected on the 40-man roster.
Well, can we take credit for that?
We should. They were discredited for not knowing that the first time we were talking about it.
Yeah.
The worst part is I have it written right here in my little rule book that I keep, like notes that I think of things that come up. I just ignored them.
Yeah. I'll just be frank about it. A lot of that procedural stuff does tend to sneak by me. It happens. The 1-2. Tocci stays alive again.
Just done a nice job battling that breaking ball from Lance McCullers Jr. We know, of course, it's a good one. He's fouled off a couple now in a row, and you see it there. Just barely getting a piece of it. The batting average against the breaking ball last year for McCullers, 191. Did allow 5 home runs on the pitch, but it is a very good breaking ball so far. Tocci's done a nice job.
And he takes strike 3 call. 2-strike pitch to Marisnick. And he'll hit this one out to center field. Tocci able to get back there. 2 gone. A second pitch lined out to center field, right to Carlos Tocci. All right, thanks, Dana. Carlos Tocci, his second big league at bat, struck out in the 3rd inning. So McCullers with 8 strikeouts already. Now his pitch count at 75. And we have seen a number of managers pulling pitchers a little early in games. I mean, he'll now have gone through the lineup twice. Let's see how long they allow him to go. The 0-2. Just missed.
Nobody warming up in the Astros bullpen right now. If Lance McCullers Jr. can finish off the Rangers here, it'd be top of the order again. 3rd time through, as you mentioned, at somewhere near the 80 pitch mark.
Swing and a miss, and he makes light work of Carlos Tocci.
And here's the Rangers that are in the bullpen that are left now. 4 have been used with Leclerc in the game. So you got Bush, Jepson, Kella, and Martin. And I would say that Martin and Jepson probably not available today. Both of those guys throwing in back-to-back games.
Bregman lifts this one high in the air, deep out to center, and Tocci all the way back to the fence to make the catch. Well, I'm glad that he was so relaxed. He seemed to be comfortable that that was going to stay in. The further he ran before my heart began to sink.
This ball carried a little bit off the bat of Alex Bregman. He's in a good hitter's count, 3-1. You see Tocci just kind of coasting, finding the wall. Yeah, no problem. Sun not an issue for him. He's got those glasses on his hat just in case he needs them. But the angle of that sun not bothering him.
3-1. And this one hit out towards center field. Tocci coming on. And that will do it. Carlos Tocci leading things off here in the 8th inning.
Good time for his first big league hit. A couple of strikeouts so far in his first 2 big league at bats. He has played a pretty nice center field. Very comfortable out there. His first start in the big leagues. Made a nice play against the wall and an Alex Bregman deep fly ball last inning.
And in there for strike 1-1. Well, a couple of changes. Marwin Gonzalez has taken over at second base. Altuve can take the rest of the day off. Derek Fisher replaces Gonzalez out and left. And Fisher will hit third in the order. Tocci takes low. It's 2-1. First start of his big league career today. Tocci listed at 6'2", 160. We asked him about that, though. He says he's really more 175. This one flipped out over second, but Gonzalez able to get back there and make the play and take away what looked like potentially the first big league hit for Carlos Tocci. Another shot at getting that first big league hit. Just missed last inning. Tocci struck out on the 3rd, struck out again in the 5th inning. But then in the 8th, liner looked like it was headed to right field, but Marwin Gonzalez got back and made a real nice play. Took it away. Hughes 1-0. And that's a strike. Tocci, the slender right-handed hitter from Venezuela. Slow roller, shortstop. That's going to be a tough play, and it is in time. Tocci just missed beating it out, and that chance for that first big league hit. That's one of the best of the game. Got it.
Take a quick look at it here. Carlos Tocci gets jammed on this fastball that is up and in from Colin McHugh. He's got pretty good speed. Nice job by Carlos Correa on the run. Good exchange and a good throw. He's got a strong arm, and by a half a step just barely gets Tocci.
Maybe tomorrow for the fellow.